doesn't hurt me. You wanna hear about the deal I'm making? You and me. And if I only could make a deal with God and get him to swap our places, be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. If I only could. Come on, baby. Come on, darling. Let me steal this moment from you now. Come on, angel. Come on, darling. Let's exchange the experience. And if I only could make a deal with God, get him to swap our places, be running up that road, be running up that hill, with no problem. And if I only could make a deal with God, get him to swap our places, be running up that road, be running up that hill, no problem.
Much destruction was dealt that day. Many OCs lost. But instead, they tried to prop me up as a hero that saved the He-Man fandom. They even gave me my own Sword of Grayskull. But that's not how I see it. All I see is the death of an entire fandom due to a nothing attack.
So the entire She-Ra fandom was destroyed by a nothing storm.
Commando, that wasn't your fault. A nothing storm would have swallowed both She-Ra and He-Man. If you didn't do what you did, He-Man would have been lost as well.
Y'all don't get it. I wasn't worried about those OCs. I was worried about saving my own tail. I was only worried about me. Thousands of OCs died because I was afraid. I was afraid to see if there was another way to save them. I'm no hero. That's why I swore to myself I would never let something like that happen again on my watch. And if you all don't want to come with me to try to save Alan, then I'll do it myself. No one said that we're not going to save Alan, 'cause we will. But I think in this case, I'm gonna have to call a little bit of reinforcement before we try.
Reinforcement?
Yeah, a big guy from another fandom owes me a favor. Well, until then, this is Light Hope. The episode begins where the previous episode left off, with Adora falling to her death. But not really, as she finds herself in a crystal cave where she runs into Light Hope, an artificial intelligence who's been waiting a very long time to meet her.
We later cut to Princess Tumbler and Beta Boy as they feel as though Adora's been gone for too long and wish to go after her. But a surprise guest comes as we see for the first time in forever the horse from episode 3. What was his name again?
I don't know, it's been so long since this guy made an appearance, and apparently he talks now. So the Not My Little Pony says that Adora's in trouble because he can sense it. And you know what, fuck it, let's go with it. He can sense that she's in trouble and needs their help. And of course, they want to go with the horsey. But Mama Glimmer comes in and says it's all okay. Okay, you know your daughter is suffering from glitching, right? Right? And you're still letting her go? What's wrong with you? That is just terrible parenting. You know your child is sick, and the only thing protecting her is a magical flying alicorn and a guy who barely knows how to shoot a bow. So the next few minutes cut between the Horde and Adora,
where both of them come to the same conclusion, as both explain that the first one's technology isn't just surface level, it's embedded in the core. Like literally, the core of the planet. They describe it so much so as a technological organism, and that She-Ras are there to defend it, as well as the other princesses, through the use of the powerful stones. Crystals, if you will. Wait a minute. Something's not adding up here. They describe the first ones as visitors from across space. The technology that they leave behind is practically technological magic, and the machinery of this planet is infused to its core to the point where it's actually a technological organism? Dude, I think I found out what Etheria is! It's not a planet at all! It's fucking Unicron! Well, Adora is still adamant about learning how to heal in order for her to heal Glimmer from what's ailing her, and Lighthope is fully willing to teach her everything. It's just going to take a long time. Years, in fact, and Adora don't got no time for that, as she has to go back and stop the Horde as well.
But Lighthope explains that it's She-Ra's duty to protect the planet, not just a few individuals, and that growing attachments is a bad thing, and that she should stay and just do the training in order to be the hero that saves Etheria. And it looks like Adora actually believes her. Meanwhile, Catra and her crew are messing around with the Black Garnet, and Shadow Weaver is furious about it. But Catra's not too worried, for Lord Hordak is on her side, saying that Catra has more than proven herself, and everything Entraptra touches gets boosted in power and destruction, so he allows it. And Shadow Weaver isn't too thrilled.
She goes on the attack, trying to stop it and keep the gem for herself. But Catra launches her own surprise attack and takes down Shadow Weaver, and showing her dominance as the new person in charge.
Can't say this wasn't a long time coming for those two.
Can't help but feel as though that Shadow Weaver's gonna go rogue after this one. She's gonna become sort of a Starscream.
So Entraptra activates her machine, which starts a chain reaction, which affects the climate of all of Etheria. And Magical MacGuffin Horse senses this, but that doesn't deter them from their quest. They manage to find the first one's temple, and Magical MacGuffin Horse's powers allow them inside. But of course, because they're not She-Ra, they instantly get attacked by the security system. But they do manage to find Adora, and Magical MacGuffin Horse manages to reach her, and convinces her out of staying put, and using her powers in order to help those she loves, rather than try to just help all of Etheria. And so, Adora switches back to her She-Ra self and goes to aid in the fight. But even with She-Ra's help, it may very well be too little, too late. And that was Lighthope, and everything in this episode was a hit and miss.
This series all but dropped that horse until the very end of the series, where they just magically come back and he has everything they need to find Adora? That's just lazy writing.
And can we talk about the bad parenting of the queen? She just lets Princess Tumbler out of the cage even though she knows she's sick, and she doesn't even give her a weapon.
And once again, the best scenes involved Catra and her friends, trying to do everything they can to usurp Shadow Weaver and try to prove themselves in the Horde.
Yeah, at least things are happening there. And with one episode away from the series finale, this is the Cartoon Gentlemen, the Vintage Kings, and we'll see you again next time.
But not until I get something. For years I've thought of this thing as nothing but my eternal shame. But now it's time I own this power.